Okay, so in this video I'm going to show what I've done so far in the clinical lecture course with MindTap, and hopefully if anybody sees anything that I need to change, then you can point that out and we'll go from there. So what I did, the two videos that Cindy sent were very helpful, and I pretty much followed those two videos. So what I did first, under the Week 1 tab, I created the link to MindTap. So here, when students click here the very first time, of course they're going to have to register. And then any time after that, when they click on it, it's going to take them automatically into the course without having to register or sign in again. So that link is there. The other thing to do was to create a link for each assignment that would go into the gradebook. So in each week, I made a folder for the MindTap graded assignments. And when the students click there, these are all of the graded assignments in the system for that week. And so as students click on each one, it takes them directly to that assessment. Now, the instructions I've given the students is when they first go into MindTap each week, or Disengage, they need to read the lesson and the lecture notes before they start these assessments. And then when they're ready to take them, for example, when they read chapter 22, then they can go in and they can start this assignment. So they basically have each week, or for each chapter I should say, I chose the certification review quiz. It's usually about a 10-question quiz. And then I also chose the capstone activity, which was the learning lab. And so they've got one of those for each chapter for each week. Now, when I created these links, as you can see here, it's taking the student right into the assessment. But as I created these links, it then created columns in the gradebook. So when we go to our gradebook, there is a column for each one of those activities. So here's the discussion that I had already created separately in Blackboard. And then here is the certification review quiz for chapter 22 and the learning lab. And then you'll see that for chapter 23 and all the chapters that we're assigning. So the gradebook ends up having quite a few columns, more columns than most of our courses, but there is now a column for each activity that we're asking them to do in the gradebook. So according to everything I've seen on the video, once the students take those assessments, the grade should automatically populate in the gradebook. So my only question or concern about this, other than is this the right way to do it, is let's say, for example, this course is copied and maybe there's 2 or 3 different instructors teaching it. When their students go into MindTap for the first time, will each instructor have their own course code that they have created? And when students enter that course code, is it going to go ahead and link that specific course to that specific Blackboard class without having to do all of these assignments again? So that's my biggest concern, is this a one-time deal, and every time we copy over the course, it'll work for that particular instructor and their students? So please let me know your thoughts and anything that we need to do or change. Thank you.